Okay, so it has started. Thank you very much. Let me share my screen with all of you. Okay, so this is how the screen should be looking like. Very simple data. Students are there, say 10th or 12th class students, obviously 10th class students. Here we have the marks of every students and their individual marks in their subjects, and we have the total as well. Now I'm not going into the calculation aspect of which I'm assuming that students are not aware about even the basics of it. So let's start it with the basic baby steps. And this is going to be the foundation for you, the initial 3-4 lectures for the advanced level functions of Excel. And I'm going to give you some cool tricks. वो वाली cool tricks आपको बहुत use हो सकती है आगे वाले data के अंदर, because right now we have Chintu kind of a data, but later on we will be having the Bahubali kind of a data, and in that these cool tricks are going to play a very crucial role. So let me first give you the brief about the outlook of Excel. Now this entire book I have opened, or the file which you have downloaded, is called as Excel workbook. What is it? Excel workbook. Yes, in the Excel workbook, we have the various worksheets as per the requirement of us, and based on the memory we have in the Excel, number of worksheets we can add. There is no maximum number of worksheets which is specified by the MS Excel. You can add it based on the memory you have available in your computer. Now here, I am there in the worksheet 1, that is activity 1. If you can see that, let me use the magnifier so that my students will be able to get it in a better way. So here with the downside where my mouse cursor is visible, this is the worksheet number 1. Here we have the worksheet number 2. Literally speaking, worksheet 1 only here. Because see, I have inserted few other worksheets. No, that's why it is 1. You can rename it. I will tell you how. Then it is 3rd, 4th, and this one is my 5th. I can add as per my requirement. I can delete as per my requirement. Okay. Now, how can you add or delete the worksheet? Say worksheet number 1 is there, 2 is there. 2 is not required to me right now. What I can do, I can have a right click on it, and from that I can press this delete option, and my worksheet will be deleted. Yes, there are certain shortcuts as well, but for understanding of everyone, let's start with the manual process as of now. धीरे धीरे जब जब मुझे लगेगा कि मुझे आपको शॉर्टकट्स देने की आवश्यकता है, उस समय पे मैं आपको शॉर्टकट्स देते जाऊंगा. तो आज आपको क्या करना है, एक पेन और पेपर में भी या फिर अपने एक्सेल फाइल में ही साथ साथ में ये जो मैं कुछ शॉर्टकट्स वगैरह बता रहा हूं वो लिखते जाना है. दिस आर द वेरी कूल शॉर्टकट्स, बिकॉज to navigate from one worksheet to another, to navigate from one cell to another, to do many such things in the Excel, these shortcuts are going to be a very useful to you. Okay. Now these are the various worksheets. I can delete it. I can rename it as well. Right click and rename it as per your requirement. That is also fine. As per the name you want to give. Yes, there are certain maximum numbers prescribed, maximum letters prescribed for renaming the worksheet. I'm not exactly aware about those maximum letters because I'm not going into those sort of details. Rather than memorizing it, let's try to understand it logically. उससे ज्यादा आप उसमें लेटर्स यूज नहीं कर सकते. अब वो मैक्सिमम नंबर मुझे याद नहीं है कितने हैं. अच्छा, on left hand side, if you are able to see over here, no, these are the row numbers. Row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, and so on and so forth. If you click on number 1 by taking your mouse cursor over there, you will be able to select the entire row, right? So if I want to select the entire row number 13, so what I can do, I can take my mouse cursor on that 13 and select the entire row. There is a shortcut as well, everyone should write it. To select the entire row, you have the shortcut of shift space, shift plus space. Please write it somewhere, either in your Excel file if your typing is fast, and if your typing is very hadu, then you can manually write it in your book as well. और ये शॉर्टकट सब ऐसे है जो हमें रट के आने हैं. क्या करके आने हैं? रट्टोफाई करके आने हैं. Because these shortcuts are going to be very, very useful as I have already stated to all of you. Okay. In the similar fashion, if we want to select entire column, which is represented by the alphabets over here, starting from A to B to C to D, and various other alphabets are written. After Z, obviously, some of the people would be questioning me, sir, what will be after Z? Then it will start with 2 digits of alphabets. Say AA, AB, AC, AD. Accordingly, then after the 2 digits series will be over, it will start with 3 digits series. So in totality, around 16,000 columns are there in the Excel, and around 10 lakhs rows are there. If we want to see the exact number of rows, no, I can go to the last row by clicking control down arrow from here, from the any cell, and if I press control down arrow, you will be able to see on the left hand side, say it is 10,48,000 rows. Some of the students would be like, sir, what is that control down arrow? Please explain it further. बेटा बता रहा हूं, टेंशन मत लो, सब कुछ आएगा, सबको मिलेगा, किसी को भी टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. Okay. So if I want to go upside again, so control up arrow, and I am there where I want to be. I am in worksheet number 3. As I've already explained, these are the various worksheets. Now, how can you add the worksheets? If you can see the plus button over here, this one, this plus button sign is to open another worksheet. If I click on that, one worksheet is opened, but not required as of now, so I'm deleting it. You can change the color of the worksheet as well. Huh? Please put it in the back of your mind. If you want to change the color, you can go to worksheet number 2, tab color, and say this color I want to give, selecting that color, and the worksheet color will be slightly greenish over there. Till now, any queries or any doubt, any question? जब तक जो भी मैंने बताया है, बढ़ते हैं, धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ते हैं, कोई बात नहीं, बिल्कुल भी टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. लेकिन ये भी जरूरी है, क्योंकि कई बार क्या होता है कि फिर हम एडवांस लेवल की चीजें कर देते, लेकिन बेसिक फंडामेंटल्स में फंस जाते हैं बच्चे. फिर मैं वहां पे जाके बताऊंगा कि 10,000 कॉलम का डेटा है, वहां पे जाके मुझे ये वाला स्टेटिस्टिकल टूल यूज करके बताओ, लेकिन भाई साहब को पूरा डेटा सिलेक्ट करना आता ही नहीं है बाय यूजिंग द शॉर्टकट की. तो फिर वो हडू 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 अपना धीरे धीरे गाड़ी लेके जाएंगे और फिर अपना डेटा सिलेक्ट करने में बहुत समय लगा देंगे. तो पहले वाला फाउंडेशन भी बिल्ड होना जरूरी है. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दैट. ओके. So now the intersection of these rows and columns is regarded as the cell, that is CELL, right? So all these rectangular boxes which you are able to see over here is nothing but the cell. And because of the fact that we have the unique number for the row and the unique number for the column, each and every cell will be having the unique address as well. Right now, I am in which cell? I am in cell number E19. If I click my mouse cursor over here, that is nothing but E19. Okay. So again, let's start it. If I am there on this cell, no, that is B2. How did you identify it is B2? See, in this address bar as well, it is written B2. So wherever you will take your mouse cursor, the address in the address bar will be changed based on the needs, and Based on the navigation you do from one cell to another, it will also change the cell address in the address bar. This is called the address bar. Please put it in the back of your mind. So I'm right now giving you the clarification about the various terminologies which I'm going to use in the further sessions. So this is my address bar. Now if say this E4 is so important for me, say here 132 is written, which is the score of Mr. Rahul against the RCB, which RCB in total couldn't beat. Now, if this score is so important for me, and if I want to give a name to this particular sale, I can give the name over here by clicking on that address box, give a name, Rahul, press enter. Now, this sale will be known as Rahul from now onwards, right? So, wherever I am, but if I am going to the address bar and click on that address bar, and whatever the names I have given to the various sales, no, those all names should be visible to me. And if it is not visible, I can type Rahul, press enter, and my navigation will move from one cell to another cell, and now I am there in E4. Now E4 is known as Rahul. Are we all clear about this? Everyone? So could you identify how I had given the name to that cell? Thank you very much. Miss Vedangi, Miss Riya, Miss Vishwa, thank you, Mr. Jai, all of you. Still, I am lagging behind by 20 runs as far as the number of participants are concerned. Rahul is still ahead of me, one. Sorry, sir, repeat it. Okay, no worries. Better, I am here to repeat it. Fine, I am repeating it. Sir, can we write in capital or small? It really doesn't matter, dear. If you want to write it in small, you can. If you want to write it in capital, you can. It's up to you. Okay, let me write it in small. Rahul. Let me go to some other cell and I want to give this name. What was the score of RCB? 106, I guess. Yes or no? Okay. So I want to give this name over here, that is 106. Just a second. Let me use the magnifier for this. Zoom up. Okay. So इस cell को नाम देना है RCB. Let me use the small letters. RCB, pressing enter. The RCB name has been entered. As simple as that. So if I am there at any cell, no, I want to go to the RCB cell. I can click on it and I will reach to RCB cell. Is it clear, Mr. Pramesh? Because of the query raised by one girl, your doubt is also clear, I guess. You wanted to repeat it, right? Because of the doubt asked by that girl, it's repeated now. Okay, so what we have learned till now, that each cell will be having the unique address. If I am there right now, that is D3, but no two cells can have the same name. It must be unique. If you have given one cell the Rahul name, you cannot use Rahul again. For that, you will have to Raj. And Raj naam to suna hi hoga. So you cannot repeat it again, right? What I'm trying to say is that आपका सेल का जो नाम है वो फिक्स होना चाहिए, वो यूनिक होना चाहिए, वो रिपीट नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay, so these are the various rows and columns. Now here we can see the formula function. This is also called as formula bar. You click on this, my mouse cursor is there where fx is written. Now based on the version to version, 2007 to 11 to 13 to 16 to 2019, outlook might be little bit different, but you should not worry too much about it. Don't worry, because majority of the functions of advanced Excel, if we see, no, around 60 to 70% you will be able to do in 2007 as well. Then if I give you 2013, you will be able to do around 80%. And 2019 ke andar to you will be able to do 100% only all the functions I have over here, because that is my latest version. If you have 2016, then around 90% you will be able to do, because in 2016 some advanced charts are not available. Slightly off the track, again coming back to the topic. Okay, if you click on that, then you will be having the list of all the formulas in Excel which you can use, all the formula functions in Excel which you can use for the various mathematical as well as tax requirements, as well as some of the functions are related to the science as well, some of the functions are related to statistics, some of the functions related to finance, some of the functions just related to the text that we have entered. So that you will be able to see over there. Here I have most recently used, but if I click on this category, see all the functions related to engineering, related to math, related to lookup. For finance as well, we have the various functions. Finance is a is one of the most important tab over here, because some of the functions that some of the advanced level things we do in the finance, no, Excel does it within just fraction of minutes. So that's why this tab is going to be extremely important. Lookup, statistical, mathematics, and trigonometry. I'm not going into the details of it as of now. Just for your understanding, I'm just giving you the brief idea about it. Let me close it by clicking on the Chokri. Once I click on the Chokri, the tab will be gone. Okay, now if I enter something over here, say RCB scored 106, which is 20 runs less than, no 20 नहीं, अराउंड कितने 132 स्कोर किया था ना राहुल ने. सो 132 में से 106 को लेस करते तो 24 and 26 runs less than Rahul's score. Now if I have this big statement written over here in D3, now what happens is that it is going out of the box. Actually, my text, the sentence which I have written, now that is going out of box. From D3 it is moving to E3, then into F3, then G3. और आरसीबी को तो पहले से ही दूसरों की स्पेस लेने का बहुत ये है, तो वो वैसे ही करते हैं, दूसरों की स्पेस ले ली. अब क्या करें? अब इसके लिए हमारे पास बहुत सारे और भी रास्ते हैं. The first way we have is you can increase the size of RCB's box by having the double click on E and E, the bit between them. If you can see, this is how the mouse cursor should be looking like. You click on that D and E, double click, and the cell width will be adjusted. There are various other ways too, but as of now I'm not coming to that. I will come to that later on, don't worry. Right, so this is how the cell width can be adjusted. A number two way is that you can, if some of the people would be of the opinion that, sir, we do not want to increase the width, we want to increase the length of it. It's fine. I mean, whatever the statement which you have inserted, we are okay with that. But I do not want to increase the width of it, but I want to increase the length of it. Width I want to keep this much only. Now, it is based on your requirement, right? Now for that, we have one function called wrap tags that is there in the home tab. If you go to the home tab, here if you can find it, there is a wrap tags. And if you click on the wrap tags, that means the width of the cell will remain same, but the length will be adjusted based on the need of this statement. That is the wrap text. Text has been wrapped up over here. So when I say wrapped up, that means I cannot increase the size of the box as far as the width is concerned, but yes, I can increase the length of it. Doing Control Z, I'm sure there is no need to tell you for what there is a Control Z, because at least this much of a faith I can put on the intellect and the memory of my students. Control Z is to undo. Again, if I press Control Z, it should go. Again, if I press Ctrl Z, yes, I'm back to the normal now. RCB has been deleted. Now we have various tabs over here, starting with the file tab in 2017 and 2016. I guess, I don't know 16 में होगा शायद, लेकिन 7 में file tab का अलग से tab नहीं है. This is called the menu bars. Now some of the students would also be questioning me, that sir, why functions are not visible over there below the tab in your Excel file? Because I have collapsed the ribbon. This entire ribbon is called as functional ribbon area. Because of the fact that I have collapsed this ribbon, my functions are not visible. Sir, how can we do that? Go to any tab, have a right click, and here you have the option of collapse the ribbon. If I click on it, my ribbon will be back to normal. आप में जैसे दिखता है वैसे हो जाएगा, लेकिन मैग्नीफायर में यूज कर रहा हूं. अगर रिबन ही मेरा इतना ज्यादा स्पेस ले लगा बेटा, तो फिर मैं आपको डेटा के अंदर कुछ और अच्छी तरीके से नहीं बता पाऊंगा. यस और नो? हाँ, इसलिए मैंने रिबन को क्या कर दिया, कोलैप्स कर दिया. सर कैसे कोलैप्स किया, फिर से बताओ. ओके, तो यू कैन नोट इट डाउन इफ यू वांट टू. इफ यू डू नॉट वांट टू, तो उसमें तेरा घाटा, मेरा कुछ नहीं जाता. Go to any ribbon over there, have a right click, and then click on the function collapse the ribbon, and that will be hidden now. Now that is useful when you do not want to keep those functions, when you are working on the big data sets, and if those functions will be visible to you over there below those tabs, your data will look little synchronized. So in order to avoid that problem, you may collapse the ribbon as per your requirement. There are various tabs, starting from home tab to insert. Some of the students would be like, sir, आपने draw कहाँ से निकाला, हम में तो draw आता ही नहीं है. तो बिडुलॉग, you are right, आप में draw नहीं आता होगा, लेकिन मेरे वाला एक्सेल फाइल ऐसा है जिसमें draw आता है. Just a minute, ये मिनिमाइज हो गया. गुड. तो मेरे वाले में ड्रॉ इसलिए आता है क्योंकि मैंने वो फंक्शन एक्टिवेट करवाया है अलग से, क्योंकि मेरे को ऐसे ऐसे भी ड्रॉ करना है ना आपके लिए, ऐसे ऐसे भी करना है ना मेरे को आपके लिए, इसलिए मैंने वो एक्टिवेट करवाया है. ठीक है? एंड फॉर दैट यू मस्ट हैव द टच स्क्रीन लैपटॉप, अदरवाइज इट वोंट हैपन. देन यू हैव द पेज लेआउट, देन यू हैव द फॉर्मूलाज, डेटा, रिव्यू, व्यू. These are the tabs which you have normally. Normally you have 7, starting from home, insert 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. In some of the Excel files, file will not be visible. That is the first one. And draw, obviously, many of you won't be having it if your laptop is not touch screen. Okay. Let me go to the home tab again. Now, can someone tell me if I want to collapse this ribbon, if I want to hide it, what can I do? Step number 1. Anyone can unmute yourself and let me know. I hope my question is clear to everyone who is listening to me. मुझे मालूम है 11:30 बज गए हैं, 12:30 से ऊपर बज गए हैं, बच्चों को भूख लग गई है, बहुत भूख लगी है, लेकिन तो पड़ेगा भैया. हाँ बताइए.
Right click on the tab and select collapse option.
Right click and collapse the ribbon. So it's gone now. Good to see that. Thank you very much. Okay, once that is done, from here you can, very basic things are like saving the file. And if you go to the file option, you can open the new workbook. There you can do save and save as, and print and share, print and everything. I'm coming across, I'll be coming to after some time. बट ये सेव एज वगैरह मुझे करवाने की जरूरत नहीं है, वरना बच्चे फिर मुझे ऐसा बताएंगे कि सर आप बहुत ज्यादा बेसिक में जा रहा हो. इतना तो हम पे फेथ रख सकते हो, तो कोई बात नहीं, चलो मैंने इतना आपको फेथ आपके ऊपर रखा है. नाउ if I go to the downside over here, from this rectangular box you can navigate further. if you have the data, big data, so you can navigate by scrolling this, rectangular box from upside to downside or downside to upside as per your requirement. From here, you can zoom it up, from zoom it out, zoom in. Here I'm doing zoom out. If I want to do zoom in, I need to click on this plus sign. Generally, we keep it at 100%, but based on requirement of yours, you may adjust it, right? Okay. Some of the things which are not important as of now, I'm avoiding. Later on, whenever it would be required, I will let you know. Now, if I insert some of the very basic things in this cell, no? Say I am inserting one formula, and that formula is equal to 11 plus 12. Pressing the enter. So if I press the enter on the face of this cell, this rectangular box, 23 is visible to me. But if I want to see that, what is this exactly a 23? How does this 23 arrive? So you can go to the display panel over here. See, in display panel, you will be able to see the exact formula which is inserted to reach to this 23. Now there would be various functions in Excel that you will be using, nested functions, nested if functions, but ultimate answer in the output in the cell would be different, right? So if you want to see that what is the exact formula that you have used in that, you can go on that cell. Please put your mouse cursor over there, and then you can see it over here in your display panel. That is a one way. Another way is you can have the double click on 23, and you will be able to know that what is the exact calculation you have done over there, or what is the exact formula which you have inserted over there, right? Okay, that is way number 2. Way number 3 is, everyone must be noting it down. This is going to be extremely useful shortcut key for you. F2. F2 is to go inside the cell. F2 is to see that what is written inside the cell. So if I press F2 over there on that cell, the formula must be displayed to me. Is it clear to all the Nibas and Nibis over here? So 3 ways I have given to you to see that what is exactly written over there in that cell. One way, you can see it over here in this. That is my display panel. Number 2 way, you can have a double click on that cell by mouse key. Number 3 way, you can click F2 on that mouse. You can press the button F2 on that cell. Now some of the students would be like, sir, F2 press कर रहे फिर भी नहीं आ रहा है. तो बेटा F2 के नीचे आपका फंक्शन की भी होगा, विंडोज के बटन के बाजू में, कंट्रोल के बाजू में फंक्शन की दिख रहा है, वो फंक्शन की के साथ F2 प्रेस करो तो वो आएगा.
Sir, like if the formula is being shown in the address bar, why would I choose to use the F2 function?
मैंने कुछ अलग प्रेस कर sales, how each and every cell is having the different address, how you can change the address of the cell as per your requirement. If you are being dominant on those cells, मैं तुम्हारा नाम चेंज कर दूंगा, योगी आदित्यनाथ को बुलाओ, ये नाम चेंज बहुत करते हैं. If you want to change the name of those cells, you can click on that cell, or you can go to the address bar, and as I have stated, you can change the name of it, right? Okay, now let's go to the activity 1 data, everyone here. Till now, any queries or questions, all of you? You can let me know if you have any. Good. Thank you very much, Vishwa. Thank you, Vedangi. Good. Now, if I have this sort of a data, and if I want to navigate in this worksheet, so this is called the active data range. Till the time your data is not getting broken, means there is no space in between. Say if there is a space, empty space in between, here there is an empty column inserted between these two, then it is not a continuous data, it is a broken data, because there is one empty column inserted, right? I'm deleting this. Now if your data is continuous like this, there is no empty column or empty row, there are certain shortcuts which will be extremely useful to you. If you press control right arrow from there, first one, no, from the roll number, if you press control right arrow, you go to the total, right? So that means to reach to the last cell of the active data range on whatever the side you want to, press the arrow key of that along with control button. So control plus right arrow. So you will go to the last cell of the active data range on the right hand side. If I want to go to the last cell of the active data range at the bottom side, then I need to press control down arrow. So control प्लस डाउन एरो, ये प्लस का मतलब है कि प्लस का साइन नहीं प्रेस करना है, प्लस मतलब कि दोनों साथ में करने हैं, वरना कुछ बच्चे पूछेंगे सर प्लस भी करना है, नहीं करना बेटा, प्लस करेंगे तो फिर कुछ उल्टा सीधा हो जाएगा। कंट्रोल और उसके साथ में डाउन एरो। Okay, can someone tell me if I want to go to the left hand side, first cell of the active data range, what I should press now? Simple, control left hand side arrow, control left, good, thank you, and control up arrow to go to the roll number. So accordingly you can navigate. Now that is to reach to the last cell of the active data range. Now there is a next question. How can we select up to the last cell of the active data range on right hand side? Now till now we were using control right arrow. Now we will use control shift right arrow. To select up to the last cell at the bottom side, at the down side, if I want to select the entire data range, control shift down arrow. So if I want to select this table, this active data range table, this kind of a various other tables might be there in this data worksheet, but I want to select only this active data range. What I can do, control shift right arrow from here, control shift down arrow from here, it is selected. These are very shortcut, these are very cool shortcut trees, huh? Will be very much useful to you in various other things. यहाँ पे चिंटू चिंटू सा डेटा है, तो कोई बोलेगा कि सर मैं माउस कर्सर से भी कर सकता हूँ, आपने क्यों ऐसा किया? तो बेटा मैंने इसलिए किया क्योंकि जब हमें बाहुबली वाला डेटा आएगा, 50,000 रोज वाला, 20,000 कॉलम वाला, तो उस समय पे क्या करेंगे? तो वो डेटा आने ही वाला है, अब भी आएगा थोड़े समय में ही, तो वहां पे ये शॉर्टकट कीज आपको बहुत काम लगने वाली है। तो प्लीज नोट इट डाउन, शिफ्ट प्लस कंट्रोल प्लस right hand side arrow or up side arrow or down side arrow or left hand side arrow as per your requirement to select it, huh? This was control plus and control right arrow, control down arrow, that was to reach to the last cell. This one is to select up to the last cell. I hope you are able to identify the difference between the two. Till now, any queries or question, all of you? Okay. Now, if you want to go to the next data worksheet by a shortcut key, there are two ways. Either you can go through with mouse click, आप माउस क्लिक से क्लिक करके दूसरे वाले वर्कशीट्स में चले जाओ, 3 में चले जाओ, क्लिक. But if you want to use the shortcut key, you can use control down arrow, control down arrow नहीं, sorry, Control page down. Please use control page down, control plus page down to go to the next one, control plus page down, again go to the next one. See, right now I'm in worksheet number 2. Control page down, again go to the next one. And control page up. There is one button called page down and page up in your keyboard that you needs to press. Control page up, control page up, control page up, control page up, control page up. So you can go to the previous worksheets. So again, very important shortcut key. I am presenting, writing it as well. Please note it down. Control plus page down, control plus page up. Control plus page up किसके लिए? To go to the previous worksheet. Control plus page down किसके लिए? To go to the next worksheet. Is it clear? Any doubt till now? Good, thank you. So you have got to know what are the various tabs. You have got to know the outlook of Excel file. How does it look like? You have got to know some of the shortcut keys, which are very, very important one. Now control C, control V, those sort of a shortcut keys I'm not explaining because वो मुझे मालूम है कि उतना तो बच्चों को आना ही चाहिए, उतना तो आता ही होगा. अब नेक्स्ट वाले टास्क में जाते हैं. इट इज ऑलरेडी 13:11 बट आई थिंक आई कैन स्ट्रेच इट फॉर 5 minutes more because you do not have any lecture after this. Okay, I am deleting those totals. I'm deleting those totals. Now the very good thing about this Excel is, you know, that you can do the basic arithmetic operations in the cell itself. If you want to divide one cell with another cell, if you want to multiply one cell with another cell, if you want to add one cell with another cell, if you want to subtract one cell from another cell, those sort of a basic arithmetic operations you can do in the cell itself by starting with the sign of equal to. Please put it in the back of your mind. These are the golden rules of Excel. The first golden rule of Excel is every formula function in Excel starts with the sign of equal to. So I am starting with the sign of equal to. I can add the cells as per my requirement. Say if I want to add 90 plus this 92 plus this 85, and if I press enter, I have the marks of all the 3 languages of that particular student. Have you got it, all of you? So you can add one cell with another cell like this. And if you want to reduce one cell from another cell, if you want to say that if you want to reduce the math marks from science marks, then what you can do? Equal to, select the science marks 89 minus 88, and you have the answer over there, that is 1. What I'm trying to say is that those basic arithmetic operations, no, plus, minus, multiplication, division, you can do in the cell itself. You're not supposed to do it manually. Please put those values in the cell, add plus, minus, multiplication, division sign as per your requirement, it will be done. Okay, now if I want to do the total of all these numbers scored by the student in each and every subject, there are various ways. Way number 1, see, I am broadening your thinking about this. Some of the students would be like, sir, मुझे तो मालूम है auto sum होता है, sir, मुझे मालूम है sum का function होता है. Understood, beta? There are various other ways too. Please try to understand. I am broadening your thinking process. Okay, so first way is you can add one cell with another manually, one by one. So equal to 90 plus 92 plus 85 plus 88 plus 89 You can take your mouse cursor over there and keep selecting those cells, right? Plus the last one. ये किधर पहुंच गए हम? हाँ, इधर. Just a second, it's getting stuck. My mouse cursor is getting stuck. So after G4, you have H4, right? Press enter. The two ways you have. You can press enter as well. See, it is stuck. I don't know why. चल भाई निकल अभी, कितना स्टक होगा? Sorry for this problems. Though I shouldn't be sorry for this because ये तो एक्सेल का प्रॉब्लम है, फिर भी मैंने बता दिया. अच्छा, मेरे पास टोटल आ गया सबका. So that is a one way. Another way, there is one function called SUM for doing the basic arithmetic operations. You can start with the sign of equal to SUM. Now, once you insert any function, the data range which needs to be inserted must be there in the bracket. So starting with the sign of bracket open, selecting the data from 90 to 87. How can you select it? You can go to 890, and to select up to the last cell of the active data range, you can press the button Control Shift right arrow, right? Or you can select it with mouse cursor as well, as per your requirement. You can, but जब डेटा बड़ा होगा उस समय पे माउस कर्सर की हमारे पास फ्रीडम नहीं होगी. ये तो छोटो छोटो चिंटू मिंटू काइंड ऑफ ए डेटा है. बाहुबली डेटा में क्या करेंगे? सो क्लोजिंग द ब्रैकेट, प्रेसिंग एंटर. oops, what is the problem? Okay, got it. Now third way we have, you can use the auto sum function. Now auto sum function के लिए you may select the data, entire data. That also can be done, and there is one more way as well for this auto sum function. Once you select this entirely from 90 to 91 like this, you can, it has given me the summation at this side. See, check it out at the bottom side. So it has taken the summation of this, because Excel is unable to identify, no better, that whether you want to do the vertical summation or the horizontal summation. See, here it has given you the answer, but it has taken the summation of this. So in order to avoid this, what you can do, other than selecting the function first go to the auto sum, and from there you may select the data. Say I am going to this total. From here I am going to the home tab, then moving to auto sum function, selecting the sum from there. So see, it is giving you the selection, already one sort of a selection. Press enter, you have 531 here. So we have seen that basic arithmetic operations you can do in Excel. Now there is one more way as well. I'm sorry, I forgot that. That is the shortcut key, which is very much useful, very extremely useful. Now there is one shortcut key. If you go to any cell and press Alt equal to, press Alt और उसके साथ में equal to, some cool shortcut keys, huh? Alt plus equal to. ये सब कुछ, ये जितने भी शॉर्टकट कीज है ना, वो रट लेनी है, रट्टोफाई कर देनी है, ऐसे दिमाग में बैठा देनी है, बहुत यूज आने वाला है आगे, बिलीव मी. प्रेसिंग एंटर, तो यू हैव 531. ठीक है. Automatically it has taken the horizontal range to do this summation. So I've taken too much of time of yours till now. uh, Not taking much now. What we have learned in a rapid fire revision of 1 minute, taking everyone should be putting the maximum attention. Okay, so every cell is having the unique ID, or we can call address. The address you can change as per your requirement by giving the name in the address box. Now each and every cell is nothing but the intersection of rows and columns. So intersection of rows and columns are there. That means based on that, the names would be given. So if I am here over there below 531, that means that is I5 cell. But yes, as per my requirement, I can change it. There are various tabs. By default, there are 7 tabs. Draw I have added. File, in some of the laptops, it might be there. In some of the versions, it might not be there. Okay. There are various worksheets. So each and every worksheets will be visible over here. You can add the worksheet, you can delete the worksheet as per your requirement by having the right click. You can rename it, you can give the color to the worksheet. Now this collection of worksheets is considered as the workbook. So right now I am in this workbook.
Sir, you aren't audible.
Okay, I'm sorry I got disconnected because my mobile phone was off. I'm really sorry for that. I was not aware about it. Up to what extent you could understand, please, if you can give me an idea. I'm anyway not going to take this lecture forward right now, but just for my reference, I can take it. Anyone, please? Are you all able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beta, up to what extent? Acha. So all four shortcut keys we have done, right? Okay, okay.
Sir, from AutoSum.
Yes, got it. Awesome. Fine. From the next lecture onwards, I'll move forward. मैं अभी 15 मिनट से बोल रहा हूँ और मैं देख रहा हूँ कि बच्चे रिस्पॉन्ड क्यों नहीं कर रहे. फिर मैंने देखा कि मेरा मोबाइल फोन ही ऑन ऑन नहीं था. इट वाज स्विच्ड ऑफ. I'm sorry, I'm sending you the attendance file in your WhatsApp group. You may leave the class right now. I'm sending it to you on WhatsApp group, and in within 5 minutes, please put your attendance in that WhatsApp group only. Thank you very much for remaining over here. Huh? I got disconnected because of some reasons. Please take care. Enjoy your day. Sayonara.